Here at Robinson Gill, we specialise in TAC claims. TAC forms part of the personal injury team. I assist people who are injured in transport accidents. That can include drivers, passengers, pedestrians, cyclists, people using public transport, motorcyclists. It's anyone who's injured as a result of the driving of a motor vehicle. It can include people who haven't been involved in a crash per se. It can include, for example, somebody taking evasive action to avoid a collision. Many people think that they can only make a claim if the accident wasn't their fault. That's not the case. The TAC scheme is pretty good in that you can get covered for no fault compensation regardless of who was at fault with the accident. And that's generally in the initial stages. Medical expenses are covered by TAC as well as usually loss of earnings. Lump sum claims in TAC are reserved for people who don't make good recoveries from their injuries. TAC is good in that they indemnify owners and drivers of vehicles. When and if you do make a fault-based claim in TAC, you don't need to worry about whether the at-fault driver has assets to cover any damages award. And what that also means is that it's not unusual for family members to sue each other in TAC claims because TAC will indemnify the at-fault driver. Another question I'm often asked is, when should people see a lawyer? And the answer to that is really when you have a question about your TAC claim or entitlements. If you've gone to hospital because of an accident, then a lot of the time the hospital will have made the claim for you. But if you didn't go to hospital, then you might have some questions about how to make a claim and what to expect. There are strict time limits in this jurisdiction, so if you have been involved in a transport accident and you don't think a claim has been made, then you should seek advice about it quickly. The other time you may want to speak to a lawyer is if you haven't made a good recovery from your accidents, then it's worthwhile finding out about your lump sum compensation entitlements. Everything you say to a lawyer is confidential, so you don't need to worry about that aspect, and we do not charge for an initial consultation. We would only recommend that you pursue a claim if we think you have good prospects of success. I do believe that knowledge is power, and it just never hurts to know what your entitlements are, even if you choose not to pursue a claim. I'm here to help, so do feel free to get in touch if you have any questions.